Hi everyone, this is Reverend Jeff, and we are on week 11 of our journey through the 7 principles and 6 sources of Unitarian Universalism in no particular order. And this week we're doing our 6th principle, which is the goal of world community with peace, liberty, and justice for all. Sounds wonderful. Is it attainable? Back in 1863, our first ordained female minister of Universalism, Olympia Brown, said these words: "Every nation must learn that the people of all nations are children of God and must share the wealth of the world. You may say this is impracticable, far away, can never be accomplished. But it is what we are appointed to do. Sometime, somehow, somewhere, we must ever teach this great lesson." And more recently, I found these words by Sean Parker Dennison. And he writes that the 6th principle seems extravagant in its hopefulness and improbable in its prospects. So much has happened since the principles were adopted in 1961 and revised in 1985. Can we continue to say we want world community, peace, liberty, and justice for all? The world is full of genocide, abuse, terror, and war. What have we gotten ourselves into? As naive or impossible as the 6th principle may seem, I'm not willing to give up on it. In the face of our culture's apathy and fear, I want to imagine and help create a powerful vision of peace by peaceful means, liberty by liberatory means, justice by just means. I want us to believe and to live as if we believe that a world community with peace, liberty, and justice for all is possible. There is no guarantee that we will succeed, but I can assure you that we will improve ourselves and improve the world by trying. What would a world community look like? It sounds a little out there, but I've often wondered if aliens were to land and make their presence known and want to talk to the the government of Earth, who would they talk to? Who would represent us? Would the knowledge of their existence help to bring us closer to community, realizing that we are not alone in the universe? But who would speak for us? There's definitely a movement among some parties in the world who fight world community. They see it as globalism and working against the independence of individual nation states. So that's a hurdle. And global peace and global liberty and global justice for all, they seem as far-fetched today as they were in Olympia Brown's time, or as Sean Parker Dennison talks about. But the thing is this: we don't have to solve this problem. We are simply called to do the work of helping to bring it about, to work for more community, a community that is peaceful, that does allow liberty, that does allow justice for as many people as possible in this world. Is it doable? Eventually. Is it likely to happen in any of our lifetimes? Probably not. But that doesn't excuse us. It doesn't relieve us of the responsibility to try to make it happen, to work toward it, to do what we can locally or beyond, if it's within our power, to bring those things about, to foster them. Because a peaceful, free, and just world is the type of world I think everyone would want to live in. And just as we would want that for ourselves, we are called to want that for our neighbors. So I'm not going to go on and on. I think that's really all I have to say about our sixth principle with regard to that. But, working toward our responsibilities, doing what we can when we can, to the best of our abilities to, like anything else, like any of our principles, like any of our beliefs, whether it's part of our religion or other beliefs, they only mean something if we work to make them have meaning. Otherwise, they're just lofty ideas. They're just, high-sounding words. So let's work toward that. I'd like to end with a meditation written by the Reverend Richard Gilbert. He's a friend of our congregation. I've had the privilege of meeting him on several occasions. And he writes, "The human race is a vast rainbow, white, black, red, yellow, and brown, bursting into view. Yet for all, blood is red, the sky is blue, the earth brown, the night dark. In size and shape we are a varied pattern of tall and short, slim and stout, elegant and plain. Yet for all there are fingers to touch, hearts to break, eyes to cry, ears to hear, mouths to speak. In tongue we are a Tower of Babel, a great jumble of voices grasping for words, groping for ways to say love, peace, pity, and hope. Faiths compete, claiming the one way. Saviors abound, pointing to salvation. Not all can be right, not one. We are united only by our urge to search. Boundaries divide us, lines drawn to mark our diversity, maps charted to separate the human race from itself. Yet a mother's grief, a father's love, a child's happy cry, a musician's sound, an artist's stroke, batter the boundaries and shatter the walls. Strength and weakness, arrogance and humility, confidence and fear live together in each one, reminding us that we share a common humanity. We are all more human than otherwise."